What is going on, everyone? Ryan here, better known as Stellar Sun, and today we are here looking at the newest unit coming to Global Dokkan, the EZA4 LR Strength Prime Battle Frieza. Now, this might be a bit of a longer video than usual, but I'm going to go through every single unit that you will need to have farmed up, rainbowed, all that jazz. I don't think you don't have to have them SA 15, just SA 10 at least, because you need them rainbowed to get this LR Prime Battle Frieza EZA done. Now, this LR Prime Battle Frieza, I would say, is the best free-to-play unit in the game after he comes out. He comes out tomorrow on Global Dokkan. And after his EZA, he's disgusting because for a couple of reasons. One, his links are amazing because he's a Frieza unit, so you know, strongest land in space is kind of poopy, but Universe most malevolent, good. Metamorphosis, fantastic. Thirst for Conquest gives defense, great. Big Bad Boss is great. Fear and Faith, solid. I mean, no, Fear and Faith's kind of poopy. And then Legendary Power is really good. And he's on a lot of different teams. You know, Dragon Ball Seekers, this is a buff for them. This is a buff for Inhuman Deeds, a buff for Wicked Bloodline, a buff for Primte Saga. So definitely a good unit here. I would say he's the best free-to-play unit. Another reason why he's really, really good is because he has stats that were not balanced for the game initially. So a lot of these Prime Battle units, a lot of the units early on in the game weren't balanced for stat increases. So his stats are really high. And he's going to hit really hard because now he'll have like 100% attack, 100% defense. Like, he gets ki, he gets additional ki when attacking superclass enemies. So he just does a lot. His leadership skill is kind of okay, but he just does a lot here in terms of getting a lot of attack and defense. He's consistently hitting like 5-6 million attack stats. He greatly raises attack and defense on 12 ki, greatly lowers attack and defense on 18 ki. So he just does a lot. Now, I'm going to go through every unit. We're going to go, well, you see all these tabs up here. We're going to go one by one. Actually, can you see those tabs up there? I think you can. We're going to go one by one through each unit and just quickly go over like what you need for each unit's EZA. So let's close out of him. So this is going to be the LR Prime Battle Frieza campaign. Now this starts tomorrow. Now, a lot of times these campaigns, if I can scroll down, oh, never mind, it's actually a lot easier than I had before. Doesn't actually show it there. A lot of times these campaigns, like if you have them done already, you get like extra rewards, but I don't think this is one of them. Maybe it is. I don't remember exactly. So these are all the units you'll need for LR Prime Battle Frieza's event. You will need the Tech LR Prime Battle Frieza, Prime Battle Goku, the Great Ape Bardock, the Kaioken Goku, the Planet Namek Saga Gohan, Planet Namek Saga Piccolo, and then you'll need this STR Krillin. Now, closing out of the campaign. Actually, I'll keep that open. Let's start off with LR Tech Super Saiyan Goku. Now, his EZA, he had his own campaign where you'll need a certain set of units. Oh, let's check his EZA. If you guys don't have this guy's EZA done yet, he's amazing. You could argue he's probably the second best free-to-play unit in the game until the STR Spirit Bomb Goku comes out with his EZA. He's absolutely insane. Yeah, so his EZ is actually really, really good. But this guy is like a top 3, top 4 free-to-play unit in the game. He just does a lot with Superclass and as a first attack on a turn, getting extra defense. It's kind of like the LR Prime Battle Frieza. It's really hard. Hits like 4 or 5 million attack stats, like no problem. So he's really, really, really good. Now, the units you'll need for his EZA, if you guys have not done his EZA yet, you'll need... Oh, I haven't actually... Let me pick him up too. I didn't look at him yet. You'll need this STR Zamasu, who we got during the 5th year anniversary, the AGL Cooler Tech Lord Slug, Tech Android 13, Int Frieza, and then the Int Raditz. Now, going to this unit, let me just go back a few things actually. Let me see. Challenge, EZA. No, okay, I'll have to go back a few times. This guy we got during the 5th year anniversary. And then, actually, did I mess up here? I did. It's okay though. I'll click on him again. So going back to here, there is a story event that's still out now on Global. I actually farmed the second copy of Zamasu, who I really wanted to get done. He is from this Zero Immortals plan story event. If you farm him, I think it's Time Travelers. Yep, Time Travelers. Farm him in here, get his medals done. You need to farm like the 20, 30, whatever copies you need so you can free SA20 him. And then when you want to EZA him, you have to go to this event right here. And this event was really easy. This was definitely not hard because it's a lot of like Dokkan Fest units and LRs that you can use. Not Dokkan Fest, but just LRs and pretty much TORs that have been around forever. So you have like LR, like Rose and Zamasu, like really, really good. You can use the LR STR guy because you'll use him as lead and you can just use it on like a Time Travelers team. If you have LR Trunks and Mai use that as lead for time travelers. STR Vegeta, like there's just a bunch of units here that this is definitely one of the easier areas for sure. So if you need to have him done to get towards Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku. The next unit is this Cooler. This Cooler's okay. He, against Goku family, he's like okay, but he stacks defense. So if you need a defense stacker, he will be useful there. Nothing really that special about him. To get him though, you do need to go and get him from the Baba shop. 10 times the 300 stones there, or 300 gems there each. But he is a Baba shop unit. But once you get him with SA15 or SA10 at least, you will run into this easy area, Universe's Most Wicked Bloodline easy area event. And we'll go over the Frieza in a second. It's kind of like the same event. So you will be using Wicked Bloodline units. I think I either ran Mecha Frieza and King Cold, or I think I ran Burst Form Frieza, or I ran. This one is not that hard because a lot of these units are like the physical. I had the STR Frieza already done. I have Full Power Frieza. I have Mecha Frieza King Cold. I have Metal Cooler Army. I had the Cooler because you have to use Cooler and you have to use the Frieza. So basically, like my whole team is already done. Yeah, I ran first Form Frieza because he's a Wicked Bloodline lead. He's definitely the best lead for this event. So run your first Form Frieza, Final Form Frieza. Run him. There's a lot of Angel Friezas or Golden Friezas here. You can use that. Get the easy A's. These LRs are all like 3 of them are free to play. So right there, and then you have to use the Cooler and you have to use the Frieza. So definitely an easier area in my opinion. One of the easier ones. So then you have Lord Slug. Lord Slug, you get him from the story event with the Kaioken Goku. This one right here, the Lord Slug event, you get him and the Kaioken Goku from that story event. Farm him out, get his medals done, and then you go to his easy area event. His easy is okay, like it's nothing crazy. He does like recover HP when HP is 30% or more, so I mean that's pretty good. But yeah, he's nothing crazy. He's solid enough. His easy A was, I'd say, a tiny bit more difficult, just because you don't really have many type advantages here. So I think I ran this Piccolo right here because he's an all types lead, and then Prime Battle Krillin definitely was like the MVP just because he's the most like farmed up and strongest of these ones. I think I did the Goku one first, so my Goku was SA15 and he was easy 8, so he was pretty strong here. I used Nail. I think I used Nail because I used him with Piccolo. But yeah, this one was a little more difficult because you kind of like you need to farm certain units and you need to have pulled certain units on these banners. Like I think you need this Piccolo just because he's like one of the better leaders. You could just like cheese it and go like Krillin's and then hope that you keep the other units at bay. But I mean, yeah, this one was a little more difficult. So you definitely you need to get him done for Tech Goku. So let's go to the next one. Android 13. Now, Android 13, there's 2 ways you can acquire this character. One is getting the SR from Area 14, level 8. I think I did a few of these runs, and I got like 5 or 6. But then, like, I just wasn't getting him consistently enough. So you can also get him using the Baba shop. Now, he's another one of these Baba shop units that, he's a little bit cheaper. Can be purchased 4 times for 100 gems a piece. So he is not as expensive as the Cooler, which is like, what, 300 a piece or something like that. But not as expensive, but you do need to get him from the Baba shop as well. And then to easy A him, you need to easy A him from this Fierce Battle Saga event. Now this one was like a joke, I think. It's weak to Ginyu Force. Yeah, so like if it's weak to Ginyu Force, this is like so easy. But if you don't have the Ginyu Force done, the Ginyu Force is used for a couple of these easy events. Now, they're all free to play. Yeah, they're all free to play. These are all free to play units. I farmed these up like 3 years ago when I first started playing the game. So they're all useful. Like this guy, this LR Ginyu matches well with this LR Tech Ginyu. But they're all free-to-play units. You need to use the Ginyu Force for this Easy A event so you can Easy A Android 13. And they are used in another Easy A area later, and we'll go over that just in a little bit. I think it's around here somewhere. So this next one, honestly, this might be one of the best Easy area units in the game. This Int Final Form Frieza. Just because he stacks attack, which is okay, but he does lower attack. He guards all attacks and gives all allies key to it and attack and defense plus 20% when there's a Goku family category enemy. Now, that's absolutely insane. And he gets damage reduction when guard is activated. So whenever you're against Goku family enemies, which is practically like 60 to 70% of the game, he gets guard and damage reduction by 50%. So he's a necessity for any event that runs Goku. Legendary Goku event. I think Wicked Bloodline. There's Goku families in every single event. Like there's a Bardock. There's a Goku. This is like a necessity in almost a lot of your content that you will run. Now you get his SSR from one of the Dokkan events, right? It is the SR. Let me go to SR because I always think it's the SSR, but it's the SR. It's the Emperor of the Universe Dokkan event, the Final Form, Full Power Frieza event. You get this SR. The drop rate's okay. It's like sometimes it's almost like one every other time, but it takes a little bit of time. But once you get him done, get an SA15, you get to go back to this easy area event. And like I said, this one's one of the easier ones, I think. This roster, like if you don't have the LR full power, you do run this Int Frieza as your main. Then there's the free to play 3 LRs, so they're not too hard to get. 2 of them are from the not the Incredible Gems, the purple, the memory. I'm blanking. It's the memory. 2 of them are from the memory, and then 1 is the free-to-play Prime Battle, so that's 4 of your units that you'll be using, plus the coolers, that's 5, and then you just fill in, I don't know, like this AGL one. Even if you don't have him easy, like his damage reduction will still be enough, so this one was not too difficult, and that gets you the Int Frieza, and then the last unit you'll need for the Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku easy area is Int Raditz. Now, Int Raditz, after his easy area, he's solid enough. I wouldn't say he's anything crazy, but if you don't have a unit that's good for World Tournament, or even let's say when low class warrior gets a Super Battle Road stage, he will probably be useful in Super Battle Road just because he's an AoE unit. His low class warrior lead is mediocre. You would want to run like AGL. Oh, excuse me, AGL Bardock. He does lower defense, which is pretty meh. But he does get 80% attack and defense, gets 6 key at the start of turn, and attack and defense plus 60% in superclass enemies, attack and defense plus 10%, or minus 10% when facing 2 or more enemies. So he's kind of built for World Tournament and kind of Super Battle Road, so it's not bad, but he is buffed to low class warrior and space traveling warrior, so not a bad, easy unit to begin with. And to get him from his SSR, you will need to it's just one of the story events, not that hard to get. I think if you just run low class warrior units from this low class warrior Raditz Pride event, he's really easy to get. So in his easy area, I'd say is easily one of the easiest ones to run. You do have to run this. Do you have to run him as lead? I think you have to run Nappa as lead. No, you don't. You don't have to run Nappa as lead, but you do have to run this Nappa. So let me pull him up too. I think I ran this Raditz as my lead because he's like one of the only all type leads. So we have an HP is 30% or above, key 3, attack and defense plus 30%. I don't even think I had him rainbowed or anything. I just used him as my lead, and this is the leader that I used. But like because he's int Krillin, I just ran like physical units. I ran Krillin, I ran this Scatter Vegeta, and I ran this April Fool's Day Goku down here. And they just ran through the event like easily. Every other unit I had on here, I think I ran like this AGL World Tournament unit. I think I ran Tech Kalk and Goku just because I had him awaken with SA and dupes or whatever. So this is one of the easier ones too, just because if you have LR Prime Battle Krillin, who's used in a lot of these easy area events, he destroys a lot of the events. So you definitely want to use him with a lot of these events. Now the Nappa, to get this Nappa, he was kind of a pain. I think I just eventually just started using Kai's because, excuse me. Oh, I didn't use Kai's. Never mind. I just don't have him like with any resources because I refused to put orbs into this guy because he's worthless. Until he gets his awakening, I'm not gonna put orbs into him. But I do have him SA10 with all dupes open, and you do get him from the Saiyan Warrior race event. He is an Inhuman Deeds weakness, which there is only one leader for Inhuman Deeds, unfortunately. But I think I just used I don't know. I think I just used extreme. I think I used Tech Frieza. Now I do have LR Nappa and Vegeta, but I think I was just using Tech Frieza as my lead and then just using a bunch of extreme units here. So he is pretty easy to get, and that is actually all the units you'll need for this easy area event for the Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku. Now this one I think was fairly easy. Just because once you get the int units on rotation, like if you don't get the int units on rotation, it can be a little difficult. Like I think I died like once or twice, That's just because like I think I had Int Frieza on 3rd rotation like a couple times. Because if Cooler gets super attack first before he can super before raising his defense, it's kind of annoying. But you know, Tech's Slug has no problem here. And then Int Frieza is the MVP of this event just because he has guard, he gives ki, and he gives attack and defense to his allies. And he has damage reduction just because you're against a Goku family enemy. Int Raz is probably second MVP just because of typing, because you know, Int's attack is really easy. So this event was not that hard at all. So once you get these units farmed up, you can easy A this guy using the metals down here. You do need 45 metals, very easy, not a problem at all. Make sure you're farming enough copies so you can SA 25 this unit. Now, after you get his easy done, you still need 5 more units done. So you do have to, so let's say after all that, you have Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku done, the Prime Battle one. You still have 5 more units to fully easy A this LR Prime Battle Frieza, who comes out tomorrow. I'm so excited. I don't have him link leveled up to level 10 yet. I'm close, but I don't think I'll get close enough to maybe in a month I'll have him done, just because I'm not using stones or meat anymore for link leveling. So the next unit you will need easy A area is this SSR Bardock. Now, SSR Bardock is solid enough. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He gets stronger when there's a wicked bloodline category enemy. He gets his grade 8 form, which is grade 8 form. He just raises attack for 1 turn, and he gets extra 1 ki. Like, he's nothing crazy. But he is a low class warrior buff. He is a Team Bardock buff, which Team Bardock eventually you'll get more Bardock characters, I'm sure, just because Bardock is a popular character. But to acquire him, you get him from as an SR, just from another one of these story events. So he's one of the easier ones to acquire from this last battle story event. Very, very easy, and it is weak to Giant Form, which Giant Form honestly needs more buffs, which luckily this guy is a buff for Giant Form. So I'm sure in the Giant Form SBR, where there aren't a lot of good Giant Form characters, it's one of the easier ones. If you have all the giant characters, this guy will be a decent addition to that team. But you get him using that, you get him from that story event. And then his easy area event is, I'd say, an easy one if you have Ginyu Force. So this is where if you had Ginyu Force farmed up already, Ginyu Force will easily dominate this event. You know, I think I did a couple times just because I had, let's say, like, I didn't have the tech units on rotation. But if you have Goldo and you have LR Tech Ginyu, just like constantly in rotation, they'll be solid enough. I don't suggest using the Bardocks just because it's just easier to use a whole rotation of Tech Ginyu, just because you have Tech Ginyu support and LR Tech Ginyu. Plus, he's 100% lead for Ginyu Force, so you're getting like almost like a full lead almost at 100%. So using the Ginyu Force, I think, is the best option for this event. And after you have him done, so like, you know, if you don't have Ginyu, I think this might be the first thing. If you're a new player, honestly, you just get Ginyu Force done, because when I first started playing and I didn't have like any teams or any units at all, I just used Ginyu Force for all my Dokkan events, and they honestly cleaned a lot, or they easily cleared a lot of the Dokkan events I needed to do. Even if I had to do like the Z Hard instead of Super Stages a couple times, they were good enough to get through those events. And you know, I used a couple of items, like maybe I use like a Sensu Bean every now and then, or I use I used a Ghost Usher every now and then, but they were good enough to get through a lot of those events. So if you're new to the game and you need a solid enough team to get you through Dokkan events to awaken your characters, get Ginyu Force raised up, because you do need them a lot for these easy area events. Now after Bardock, it is the STR Kaioken Goku. Now we did go through him before, kind of, when we went through Lord Slug. It is you get him from that Lord Slug story event, and it's easy him. It's once again this easy area. Now let me go through his details real quick. He greatly stacks attack, which is, you know, he's okay, but the thing is his stats are kind of low for even for an easy area unit. 13.8k is not that high, so he's hitting like 1.5 million. They want you to run him with a Piccolo because he is like a movie hero unit, and Piccolo is a big part of the Lord Slug movie, but it's only an additional attack plus 33%, but he does get a high chance of performing a crit, so you go full additional and you run him with Piccolo. I mean, he's okay. He's nothing crazy. I think he's worse than Lord Slug, but, you know, that's whatever. After you get him awakened and SA10, you will easy him back with this story event. And I said before, I think I ran this Piccolo. This is one of the more difficult ones just because this roster isn't as big, and you need to have LR Prime Battle Frieza done, or LR Prime Battle Krillin for this event. He's definitely another one of those units that if you have him done, he's used in like 3, 4, or 5 of these easy areas that, you know, he'll definitely be a useful unit, and he's just really good in general. So if you have LR Prime Battle Frieza, I keep saying Prime Battle Frieza. Prime Battle Krillin. If you have him done, he's just really good for a lot of these events. So you want to make sure you have him done because he is useful here in a lot of these easy areas. Now, after that Kaioken Goku, it is this Namek Gohan. Now, this Namek Gohan I had done a while ago, so I can't even tell you like what team I use for his easy area. You get him from this story event, Fierce Battle for Planet Namek. You also get the hidden potential orbs that you need for him from the story event. So you see the Gohan up here, and it is weak to, I thought I had a weakness to Planet Namek Saga, but I guess I'm wrong. So the drops may be kind of annoying, but then he is also, this is where you get his awakening medals and you get his hidden potential orbs. That's really nice because this is basically a free-to-play easy area unit, or at least a free-to-play easy unit. So you get his orbs, you get his characters from there, and then after you get him awakened, to EZA him, you will EZA him from this EZA Planet Namek Saga stage. Now this one, I think, I can't even remember honestly what team I used. Like, so it's Planet Namek Saga. I honestly think I just used the Gohan as my lead because it's all physical units. You see the physical Zarbon, Dodoria, Pui, and then it's the Vegeta. So this one was fairly easy. Plus you get a lot of orbs. So guys, if you need orbs, just farm this stage up to like level 77 and you get a bunch of orbs. And then you get 78 plus, you do get 1.5 million Zenny statues. So this is really good Zenny plus orbs. So definitely get this stage done just for that reason alone. But like, I can't even remember what I used. Like, I think I used like him. I think I used like Prime Battle Frieza maybe. I think I used some of the Ginyu members. I think I used the STR Jace. Because I did this stage so long ago. I think I used this guy maybe. I don't even remember honestly. It was so long ago. This is like when I first started playing. But this EZA area, this EZA event is one of the easier ones just because it's Planet Namek Saga. You get this guy for free. And along with this guy, when he came out before the 30th anniversary, you get this guy, this AGL Piccolo, who's actually, I think, pretty decent just because he gets attack and defense plus 60%. He raises defense by 30%. And he gets an additional attack plus 12 and key 2 in addition per rainbow key. So, and he assimilates into Namek or Nam, whatever. Him and Nail raises defense by 30% for 3 turns. Recovers 30% HP once only. He's an orb changer. He gets attack and defense plus 70%. Gets more attack and he recovers HP. This guy's actually pretty decent. And I did see Truth using him in his no item run of Super AGL Extreme Super Battle Road. So because he ran him with Nail, this guy actually was useful. Just because he's an orb changer, he heals. He gives Nail his conditions just for being on the team. So definitely a solid unit here that you want to get done. Now, you get him. So let's go to his Piccolo. Go to his SSR. I think you get him from another one of these story events. Now, if it looks a little bit faster, you should get him from this Fearsome Ginyu story event. Now, another event that has no weakness because for some reason Dokkan didn't like to do these weaknesses for a lot of these older story events. So let's scroll down. So you get him right here along with orbs. So that's how you get him there. I think his awakening medals are up here. But once you get him here and you awaken him here, you EZA him from this extreme battle stage, battle as a Namekian Piccolo, and it is weak to Namekians. Now, honestly, I with the Gohan, I don't remember what team I used. Like, I think I ran AGL. Like, I just ran AGL Piccolo. Like, that was just so easy because if you have physical Piccolo, you just run like all the tech ones. You run Tech Demon King Piccolo. You run Tech Slug EZA'd. You can run Tech TKP. Honestly, you could just run the AGL Piccolo. You run Nail. Like, this is so much easier now. Back in the day, I think I ran Slug. I don't even remember if I ran Slug. DKP wasn't out. I don't even think these guys were out yet. So I think this is like a botch. Like, I think I ran like some of these SSRs and somehow got through it. Just because this one is like really easy, along with the STR Gohan one. It's really, really easy. So got him done really easily. So Namekian's there. Last but not least, it is this. It is the STR clone. Sorry, I had to send a message to my friend. Let me just send a message to my friend real quick. Is STR Krillin. Sorry, guys. He's messaging me about stocks because he wants me to buy stocks in about 15 minutes. So I'll be doing that really quickly. STR Krillin is the last EZA you will need for the LR Prime Battle Frieza. Now, to get him, this is his SSR. To get him, you need to do, you need to get him from the Baba Shop. another one of these Baba Shop units. But the good thing about this guy is there are missions from when he came out to get a large amount of incredible gems that you don't need to farm up. So if you guys have been link leveling and you guys have been using your boost on 23.8, you should have a decent amount of incredible gems already. But there are missions that come out with this guy to get incredible gems. It's like you do like one thing and it's like, oh, here's 300, here's 200. It's like using certain units you have to use in certain stages to get the incredible gems. Once you get him SA 10'd. You know, you could use this physical Krillin to raise his SA, which I did for a few of them. You just gotta awaken one of the physical Krillins, and then it's a guaranteed 100% SA. So I did do that for a few of them, and then used like an SA 5 STR Krillin to SA 15 him. So you awaken him, and it's an easy A him. You do get his medals also from the Baba Shop. Now they cost, I think they also cost incredible gems, but they aren't too much. So if we can scroll down, yeah. So like. You need like the 30 bronze, the 40 silver, the 30 gold, and the 30 rainbow. Like it's like what 30 times 4 is 120, 30 times 3 is 90, so that's 210, plus 80 290, and it's like 320. It's not that hard. Like you don't need that many incredible gems to get all of his medals done. But once you get his medals from the Baba Shop, you can easy A this Krillin. And after his easy A, he's good if he gets his guard. So he does raise attack and defense, he lowers defense for 1 turn, he gets 70% attack and defense, and he has a high chance of guarding all attacks within the same turn as the first attacker in a turn. If he only got guaranteed guard, like the Frieza, the final form one, got guaranteed guard against Goku family. This guy gets, like, that's better to me than high chance of guard against everybody versus guard against specific people, because specific guard against like Goku family, that is like, let's just say it's not anyone else, let's say it's Wicked Bloodline, I don't think it could be, let's say it's low class warriors, he would be really good against all low class warriors. He's insanely good against low class warriors if he guarded against low class warriors, guaranteed. But this guy has a high chance of guarding, which is 50% unfortunately. So if he doesn't get his guard, he doesn't get the damage reduction. But I think if they made him just, let's say it was against pure Saiyans, because this guy is from, I think he's from the fight against the Saiyans. Now, if he, or yeah, I think he's from the fight against the Saiyans. Now, if they just made him guaranteed guard against pure Saiyans, and then he got damage reduction, this guy would be insane. But they didn't do that, so he's just okay. But you get his easy A done, and that is the last easy unit you need for LR Prime Battle Frieza, which comes out tomorrow, and I need to get him to link level 10 because he's absolutely disgusting. Consistent 5-6 million attack stats. Guys, get him done. Thank you guys again for watching. This is a little bit of a longer one, but I wanted to go through a pretty extensive video to get how to get every single unit, you know, where you get their initial cards, how you awaken them, how you easy A them. Yeah, so thank you guys again for watching. My name is Stellar Sun. I am thinking of changing my name at some point soon. I don't know yet. We'll see. I kind of want to rebrand to something different because Stellar Sun's a little okay. But if you guys like it, let me know. If you guys don't like it, let me know and I'll change it. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should change to, let me know in the comments down below. And once again, this is Stellar Sun. Thank you guys again for watching another Dokkan Battle video. See you next time.